All right, so maybe you've thought about or are getting into dramatic sports portraits and you're wondering, do I need that powerful of a strobe or can I get by with a cheaper one? We get that question all the time. And today in this video, we are going to talk about the difference between the FJ400 II and then the brand new FJ250 strobe and which one is the best fit for you. So we're specifically talking about sports portraits today, and by the end of this video, hopefully you will understand which one you should choose for what you're trying to do. By the way, I'm Emily of E2 Photography. Erin is typically with us, but she is not with us here today. And we are always here to keep things super simple in any type of photography that we are going to teach you. So that's what we're going to do today, is help keep things simple. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell for notifications of future videos. All right, so let's clear something up first. So dramatic sports photography is not about blasting your subject with as much powerful light as possible. It's about really controlling that light. So what actually matters for sports lighting, and we're going to dive into each of these separately, is power, and not always a ton of it, like I said, recycle speed, consistency, and portability. So we're going to dive into each of those today. Okay, so the first one I want to talk about is power. So with the FJ250, you're obviously going to have less power. And with the FJ400 II, you're going to have more power. Now, more power only matters in specific situations. You don't always need more power. So when you're photographing dramatic sports portraits, there are times when you might want that more powerful light, but it's very far and few and in between. So when you actually need more power is on bright midday outdoor sports, or maybe if you're shooting from far away, you'll want more power, which rarely do we do that. And then also lighting larger teams, you might want more power. So majority of the sessions we do when we do dramatic sports portraits are in the evening or they're indoors and they don't require that super powerful light. And we can get away with that FJ250 just fine. If it's middle of the day, which very few times we'll do, but if we do get a request for it, then maybe you would want that FJ400 II to get a more powerful light for your subject, but you don't always need it. Now, another key thing to keep in mind with power with them, maybe you could use the 400 II for your primary light, and the FJ250 could be your second and third light that you might use for a session. But like I said, you could get away with just the FJ250 if you wanted to. Okay, the second thing I want to talk about is battery life. So the FJ400 II has about 550 or more full power flashes per charge, while the FJ250 has about 850 full power shots on one charge. So you can run an entire session without worrying about your light dying, which is amazing with the 250. Now, a really nice thing that Westcott does is the battery that you're using for your strobe, so the FJ250 versus the 400 or the 800, they use the same battery. So that is a super nice thing. So if you do upgrade later and you have those batteries, you can use them with different lights, and that's super nice. One other super nice thing and is great with both of the strobes that we're talking about today is the AC plus battery in one. And what that means is you can plug in or shoot with the battery and even charge it while using. So if you're in a gym, for example, you can have your strobe plugged into the wall. And so it's kind of charging as you're shooting and you're not wasting battery. So that's super, super nice. Another important thing for a lot of photographers when choosing a strobe to use is its recycle time. So how fast it can take a shot and then be ready for the next shot. So with both of these strobes, the 250 and the 400 II, both have a very fast recycle time, and it's the same for both. So in regards to that, they both do the job the same. Another thing to consider when you are photographing dramatic sports portraits is you really want consistency among your gallery, consistency in color. So when we're talking about that with those two strobes, the 250, the 400 II, every time your flash fires, the color of the light stays the same. And if it is inconsistent, editing becomes an absolute nightmare. So you'll get one image slightly warm, one slightly cool, one that looks off for no reason. So with the Westcott brand, your color consistency is outstanding. Another thing I wanted to touch on, because it is a difference between the two strobes, is the weight of the strobes. So the FJ250 is lighter, easier to move around the gym if you're moving your light a lot. The FJ400 too is heavier, and the 800's even heavier. So if you're not moving your strobe a lot, it's not that big of a deal. But if you are moving around a lot, it's nice to have that lighter strobe to move around. Okay, so let's look at each light individually so you can decide which one is the better fit for you. So the FJ250 is more affordable, which is outstanding if you're just starting out and you're wanting to purchase a few of them. It's great for indoor and great for outdoor, not necessarily bright middle of the day lights. It's great for an extra rim light. Like I said, if it's your second and third light rather than your key light, it would be really great for that. And really good for individual or smaller team shoots. Now let's take a look at the FJ400 too. So the FJ400 is more expensive, but if you have the money, great. It's great for all light, which is super nice. It's really great for your key light. It's great for outdoor, middle of the day, indoor. It's powerful for all of it. And it's really good for small group or large group. So if you know you're going to be shooting a lot of sessions middle of the day, or if you know you're going to be shooting large teams, this could be a really good strobe for you to have, especially for your key light or your main light. So let's keep this super simple. For the majority of you that are doing this dramatic sports portraits and just starting out, and wanting something more budget friendly, the FJ250 is the perfect light because it will work for almost all situations that you are going to be faced with. So hopefully that was helpful in helping make a decision for you. So make sure to check out the description below for all of the links of all of our favorite things so you can find the best gear to suit your needs for dramatic sports portraits. And if this video was helpful, make sure to hit that like button, share with a friend, and we will see you next time.